Look at this. What does this say? Yamashita. Yamashita. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. What's going on there, boys and girls? It's a beautiful Sunday in Shenaniganderland. Just thought I'd do a little update. Not sure what you can see, but there's a new toy in the back. It is actually a Flight 2000. I believe it's a 1980 Stern Electronics. So, kind of a funny story about this machine. I had a couple Flight 2000s at the same time, like 7 or 8 years ago. One of them I actually bought off of Adam Becker, who is, one of the top pinball players in Canada, and I think he's been ranked as high as 25 in the world as well. Where I just played the provincial pinball championships not long ago, a couple weeks ago, at his place. So he sold me a Flight 2000 around 8 years ago, and I played it for a while, sold it, and then I got a message today from a dude named Mike as well, and said that he's moving. He bought this Flight 2000 off of me. I don't know how he still had my name and number, and that it worked great up until a couple months ago, which is pretty amazing for a 1980-year-old machine, like a 40-year-old machine, and he had it for 6-7 years, and it was working fine up until recently, so that's pretty impressive. And he said he's moving and wants to get rid of it. So we talked price, and shortly thereafter I was on the road to pick up what turns out to be my old Flight 2000 that I am almost certain that I got from Adam Becker, I think. Because another thing I noticed when looking at the boards, there are some stickers that say repaired 2001 DC. And I know there is a company called DC Amusements that is somewhere in between my place and Becker's place, probably closer to his place, that has been fixing pinball machines and selling pinball machines for many, many years. So maybe DC Amusements shopped it up in 2001. Becker ended up with it, sold it to me, let's see, so it's 2022, so maybe 2015, 14. So yeah, DC's hands were on that many years ago. Which is not surprising, because we're all in the same province within a few hours of each other. So I got my old Flight 2000 back. Pretty cool. The only problem is that it kind of needs a new back glass and a new play field and new plastics and board serviced and a full shop job and a lot of work. Oh, and the glass channel with the glass slides into is missing on both sides, so when you put in the glass, it's like flopping and bopping around, so it's very awkward. But Flight 2000 is an awesome game. I'm happy to have it, except I just kind of would have liked it to have been in better condition, of course, don't we all? I mean, the playfield is worn down to the wood pretty significantly. I just noticed that back glasses are available. I didn't check playfields yet, but we'll see what the fate holds for this Flight 2000. So I didn't really do any recording while there, because I just didn't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I don't. But I thought it would be fun to at least kind of, for the record, document the occasion, because that's kind of fun. on a side note, I was going to mention that we went to a tournament yesterday. Julie, Sean, and I, and there was some other London, Ontario pinball leaguers there. It was at Maple Pinball. Walt Morose hosted it. It was called Pinball for Change, and it was a charity event. There was some donations. We donated a few London, Ontario Pinball League mugs, which are actually pretty cool. Oh, my GPS is kicking in. I think that means I got to turn here. Anyway, so it was a fun tournament, 13 rounds of match play. Shawnee Boy was in the lead going into the last game and had a pretty significant chance to win, but firepower kicked him in the nuts, 2 house balls pretty much, and he ended up second place. Second place is the first loser, as Steve Ritchie would say. But he took second, Julie took 6th. I was doing very good for half the tournament, and then I went downhill and ended up in 10th place. So, but it was fun, raised some money for charity and had a good time. There was over 50 pinball machines in the lineup, which is always awesome. Lots of variety. You can't really practice in advance because the odds of you getting that machine are pretty slim. You try and play a little here and there in between, get a feel for some kickouts and feeds and rolls and whatnot, but find out what machines you can tilt the crap out of and what machines you can't get away with much. But yeah, so that happened yesterday. This happened today. Pinball at the zoo happened throughout the weekend in Michigan, Kalamazoo. And I did hear that Andrew Rosa took it down. So congratulations, brother. You are an animal. And I don't think your dad did all that shabby either. Oh, also on a side note, I think Kevin and Dutch are either on the road right now or going to be or already back from a little pinball pickup adventure of their own. A little spa of the futuristic kind. So, and I can tell you that theirs is in much better condition than this Flight 2000. So, and I think probably half the price. So they did a good job on that. It was a listing that popped up yesterday while we were at the tournament, and Nick Greenan's like, hey, Future Spa listed. I was like, oh yes, I heard about that. Kevin said he was trying to make an offer and wasn't getting any reply. So Nick right away messaged and tried to get a reply out of them as well. So Nick and Kevin were competing, but Kevin won the battle this time, and we'll be seeing a Future Spa at Kevin's place in the near future. Anyway, that's just a little Shenanigander Sunday update. Beautiful day for driving. I actually turned on my AC in my car for the first friggin' time. That might be a turn that I probably should have took because my GPS is telling me to do stuff, but I can't see. But my AC is working still, so that's pretty sweet. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. This won't be posted for a few days, so it'll probably be Wednesday by the time you hear this. I'm a few videos behind. Some Nugent action, some Terminator 3 action, and some Flight 2000 action. So, anyway, take it easy, boys and girls. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I just thought of another thing. Jeff Teolis was also at the Pinball at the Zoo tournament, as well as a bunch of other good players for sure. So it would have been nice to go there. I didn't even realize it was happening until it was happening. So, but that's okay. I had committed to this other tournament anyway, and it was a lot closer, like an hour and a half versus 4.5 hours each way. But Teolis sent me a photo. Through Facebook, and it was a photo of someone wearing a Pinball Shenanigans hoodie, and he said, oh, you got a fan in Michigan. He's like, do you know who it is? I'm like, I don't think I recognize who that is. And he said, oh, he'd try and go find out who it was. Then I remembered that Tilting T, top tier Shenanigander, said he was going to Pinball at the Zoo, so I messaged him and said, I just got a photo of someone wearing a hoodie. I have a feeling it was you, and he confirmed. So Tilting T, shout out. He was supporting the Shenanigander action at Pinball at the Zoo this weekend. So thanks, brother, for the support. And I know you didn't crush the tournament, but I am sure you had lots of fun, and wish I was there. But 2 weeks from now, going back to Maple Pinball for another event that Teolis is running. It is called Maple Mayhem. 3 tournaments in 1 day. So a couple weeks and I'll get my competitive fix in again and try and redeem myself from yesterday's performance. But at least yesterday I got to play at least, you know, pretty much half the games, if not more, between actual rounds and practice. So I got a little better feel for those games now going into the tournament in a couple weeks. So we'll see what happens then. Anyway, that's your bonus coverage for the day. All right, well, I guess I can't leave you completely hanging. I was gonna add some photos, and hi, you can see me in the glare very well, but I'll do a little video. This is kind of pointless. You can barely even see anything, but you can certainly see this. That's what I'm talking about. It's a little long in the tooth, as they say. But yeah, so broken plastics, meteor drop targets. These guys are probably original. Look at this wear here. That's a lot of wood. But it's still a Flight 2000, which is an awesome game. Isn't this like a Harry Williams design? This is designed by Harry Williams. Oh yeah. Alright, I load this thing out of the vehicle, and then maybe I'll show you the rest. Okay, remember my trend of always finding 1/4 in a machine? Look at this. What does this say? Yamashita. Yamashita. Is that what it's saying? Yamashita. Okay, well, there's that. Then there's this. And Yamashita. 2 Yamashitas. But look, I saw it 1/4. Of course, 1/4. How's that possible? Every machine, 1/4. Okay, here we can get another quick look here without the sun and the glare. Hey, pop bumper caps are nice. So, you know, if you're a cosmetic kind of guy, you would be very disturbed by that. But if you just want to play some Flight 2000, it probably wouldn't take much to get this guy up and running. Here is what is left of the back glass. You can see a lot of the color is gone. But look at the cabinet itself, is pretty nice. And it's pretty nice on the other side too. And the head, not that bad. I think the wind just blew my car door shut. So it's got a solid body. And just needs a little love, but Flight 2000. I'm pretty stoked about it. Stern Electronics. Alright, well, I gotta get out of here and go do some family stuff. So we'll see you guys on the next one.